Hello, rockers and Mercuryans. It's Rock Mercury, and welcome to the Rock Mercury podcast. Okay, so I am here tonight. I just got back from the gym. This live might end up cutting out because it is a storm coming through. It's a storm happening. There's tornado warnings in certain areas here in Houston. I'm thankful our loved one made it here safely because they were flying through here. So I'm so thankful that they made it safe. But it is definitely pretty sketchy outside right now. We may hear the rain and the lightning and stuff. Crazy enough, we have a train right next to our house, which I love. It's so like relaxing to hear, but it scares me because I just heard the train a second ago, and apparently, when a tornado happens, it sounds like a train too, and so it's like makes me scared. it makes me nervous. I'm like, don't need a tornado coming. Ooh, that rain is pouring. Okay, so here's my juice today. I'm gonna be drinking this pineapple paradise pineapple morning sunshine, um, and I'm wearing one of my Afrique shirt sweaters. This is the last one actually. This is the last one that I tried that I popped the tags off of today, brand new. It is also a large, so it did take a lot to get my head through this. You should have saw me in the gym trying to put my head into the hole. I'm like, oh my god, am I gonna get in this? But I made it. I'm here, and although it was hard, like it felt tight to put it on, it feels fine now. Like now that it's on, it feels right. So it's kind of bizarre. Then Robinson says Trump 2024. I agree. Trump 2024. Let's make it happen. But also voting doesn't even matter. So it's like, it's just, I don't know how we're going to get him in office again. But also the presidency doesn't matter either. But I just like Trump. I think Trump is hilarious. And I want comedy again because Sleepy Joe ain't doing it for me. He ain't doing it. Alright, so let's drink some of this juice. Juicery. I wish I had like something to lift this juice up. Ooh, I have something here. Here we go. I'm gonna put it on top of here. Here, what's in the jar? This is pineapple juice. It's like a pineapple morning sunshine kind of juice, and it's going to give me all of the vitamins so I can cleanse my soul tonight. It's so good, you guys. Oh my god, it's so good. So I was waiting for this new webcam because I have my other stream going as well. And I wanted this brand new Logitech webcam, but Amazon lost my package apparently, but they said it still might come, which means it might be free. And this is an expensive webcam. It's like $180. But I might get it for free. We'll see. We'll see if it even comes. Oh, so good. But if it does come, I'll do an opening video for you guys. Because I just want a better camera for my webcam. I have a MacBook Pro, but it's like, it's an older MacBook Pro, and so the camera doesn't self-correct when it comes to lighting. Like this phone has good lighting because it's the newest iPhone 14 Plus, Max, whatever, Pro. But this other one, this computer one is like, it just goes to whatever is the brightest thing and it focuses on that. It doesn't like have that smart kind of face recognition thing. So that's what the Logitech has. So we'll see. I'll be doing a review on it. XN says you look so much at peace. I am at peace. I'm at peace. There's some things I definitely want to adjust in my life right now. Some things I'm working on, but overall I'm at peace for sure. Jonathan Rothenberg says Amazon lost a package for me before and I end up getting the package for free. Yes, hunty. Shoot, $180. I'll take it. This is delicious. I'm so sad this is the end of it because I love this juice. It's one of my favorite of my sister's juices. She made this one from scratch. Her recipes are the best recipes. I really wish that they were available nationwide. I feel almost bad sometimes drinking these juices in front of you guys because I know that you guys don't have them. So it's like I'm like rubbing it in your face in a way. But I mean, hopefully she builds her company to an international brand or national at least. Um, Landa Murphy says Lonnie Smith. Who's Lonnie Smith? I don't know who that is. Maddie Snack says, "Hey, hello, Maddie Knack." Hmm. Okay, so if you guys haven't caught up on this, there's this big drama going on with Meg Thee Stallion and Drake. And Drake supposedly sent some subs via lyrics to Meg Thee Stallion saying like she lied about getting shot, but she's still a stallion. Um, she stays smiling. She don't know the joke, but she stays smiling. Something like that. And Meg Thee Stallion was mad about it. You know why she was mad about it? Because she lied. She's a liar, and I don't think she actually got shot by whatever his name is. Um, and that's why she got triggered, because the truth just came out, and one of the songwriters and the co person in the song um, revealed that what Drake was talking about in his song was about women getting butt shots. That's what he was actually talking about. Now, I'm calling cap. I'm calling cap because if you're going to use a lyric that says she lied about getting shot, but she's still a stallion, there's no way in the world that that's not about Meg Thee Stallion. There's just not. It's impossible. And you're in the rap game. You could have used any words. Lied about getting shots, but she's still a stallion. That's not play. Her tag is the stallion on all her social medias. Now I don't like Meg Thee Stallion personally. I'm a Nicki Minaj fan. I'm a Barb. I'm a Barb. Um, and I just, besides being a Barb, I just feel that real phony, fraudulent energy coming from Meg Thee Stallion. And I don't think it happened the way that she said the Trey Songs. Was it Trey Songs? Not Trey Songs. Who was the guy that shot her? I don't know. I forgot his name. I can see his face. Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez. Um, I don't think it happened that way. They didn't find any gun residue on him. He was shirtless because he came from a pool party, and still no gun residue. I shoot. I go shoot. Blip 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 blip. You're gonna get gun residue on you if you shoot somebody. Like there's no way. There's just no way. And they can't find the bullet fragments in her foot. It's all too many holes in the story, and she drinking too many bottles, and I just don't trust what she says, and I don't trust that she's a genuine person, and so I think she was felt guilty, and so she immediately came back and tried to attack Drake, and be like, oh, all these rap people over here trying to play games and act like, you know, trying to defend a man who shot a woman, da da da. Now, if she actually got shot, and I'm wrong, then I'm sorry. Then I'm completely sorry and I'm wrong. But I don't, from what I've researched on this, um, somebody said who shot her. Well, her best friend made a rap diss towards Megan Stallion, who was in the car, and it was called "Who Shot You," which is a remix or like an alternate version of the Tupac song. So, that's kind of sketchy. If your best friend's over here turning on you and talking about, who shot you? Who shot? Like she's acting like, calling her friend out and saying that it's not the way you said it is. It makes you think some things. But she's saying the Tory Lanez, Biggie. Wait, so it's a Biggie song. Okay, my bad. My bad. That was a big mistake. Very different. Biggie and Tupac, very, very different. Um, but anyway, it's just too sketchy. Very Retro Girl says, yeah, LOL, yeah, I really apologize for that. Um, but yeah, so it's just it's not adding up. It's not giving added up, and I think her guilt took control of her, and she let her fans gas her up, Um, but I do think that that lyric was about her. Like, come on, lied about getting shot, but she's still a stallion. She don't get the joke, but she stays smiling. Like, her thing is literally smiling. Like, that's her thing. She's like, ah, 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 I make the stallion, ah. Like, it's very just very fraudulent. Um, so I just think that Drake shouldn't say anything. I think it was great press for his new album. I didn't even know he had an album out until this drama came out. So I didn't even know about any of this. Mm. This juice is amazing though. Wait, I missed some comments. Yo, Mitayu, what's up, bro? Who's Mitayu? Ben Quick says, of what significance is that feud between those two fools? Ooh, ooh. Not you calling Meg Thee Stallion and Drake a fool when they're richer than you. But okay. Well, I agree with one of the people you called a fool, but not Drake. Drake is hot. Drake could get it. Drake could definitely get it. Um, Drake, hit me up, because I know you swing both ways, so let's hit me up, Drake. What are you up to this weekend? Someone asked me. I'm working on my companies this weekend. I have a lot of work to do on my branding, my marketing business, as well as my real estate business. So I work every day, even the weekend. Like, I don't even understand what a weekend is, because I own my own company. So you're always going to be working. I only come on here when I'm eating or drinking or have a moment to chat with you guys. I'm still really butthurt right now by the fact that I did 2 lives today earlier. Well, I did 3 lives today, but 2 of them are gone forever apparently because I did a live while TikTok shut down today. Something happened and it like messed everybody up and all their apps weren't working. But somehow I had hundreds of people on my live, so how did that even work? I don't understand. But anyway, they weren't able to process my lives, and then they just deleted them, and so now I can't download the live so I can post it everywhere, and it makes me so upset because I had over 5,000 people in the first live, and I had like 500 people in the second live, but it didn't matter because I enjoyed those lives, and we talked about some good stuff, and it just makes me upset whenever that kind of thing happens because I'm like, what? Like, I did my part and I went live. Like, why can't TikTok just like produce my, like, I mean, give me my live to download? Like, why did they do this whole thing where they have to review your live and then make it available to download it and process? It takes hour. It takes over an hour. It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. With Instagram, when you go live, you can download it immediately after. So it's just very, very frustrating, you guys. Retro Girl says, it's not adding up. Her energy is way off to me. I never cared for her. No. And the weird part is that she could have been a dope rapper. She could have been really good. Because she has the actual, like, she has the body for it. She's beautiful. I'm not gonna make this song and be like, oh, she's ugly, she's trying. No, not at all. She's gorgeous. She's a beautiful woman. She has a great body. She has a great fashion style. I like her fashion. If she wears great fashion, I'm not gonna diss her. Her stylist is great. It's her. It's her being a drunk, and her being fake and phony, um, and fraudulent. It's her energy. It's nothing about anything else. I'm sorry her mother passed away. Like, that has nothing to do with this. But no, I can't put my finger on it. I can't put my finger on it. I know exactly what it is, but it's the alcohol. I think. I mean, I can't blame it on the alcohol though, because alcohol only brings out the true person. It brings out the true feeling of the person who's drinking. And so I can't blame the alcohol on that one. Chanel East Bay says, twerkulations. Yes, the book I wrote in the Bible. Blue Dog says, does your mustache bug you? When I get mine longer, I can't stand it too long. And can't stand it for too long. No, it's great. My mustache is amazing. It doesn't really bother me that much. I just have to move it away, do that. But I think as it gets even longer than this, it'll be even easier to like push it and have it kind of just stay up. I don't know. We'll see. This is the longest I've ever had my beard, so I'm learning. But my beard is very moisturized with shea butter, so it's not like dry and like itchy. It's very like healthy. I condition it every single day. I don't have a dirty, dusty beard. If your man doesn't like condition his beard and you're over there kissing him and like that's nasty. I'm sorry. You need to condition your beard every day. So many things happen to your face. I just don't get it. I know some people are like, oh, I only condition my beard once a week or once a month. I'm like, ew, that's on your face. That's hair on your face. So I just got home from the gym and I just conditioned my beard today. Every day I do it. Like, it's not a day that goes by. So I always smell fresh and so clean. I am impressive. I am impressively, says laughing my effing A off. Okay. Okay, I need to change this. Hold on, you guys. Can't even read this. What does your company do? Says, what's the name? We do branding and marketing for small and very large corporations. I say small to large because I don't want anybody to feel left out. But we do website development, graphic design, campaigns, commercials. Like, we do everything for like your brand, like your branding purposes. I did pause our actions on running the advertisements, but we do design and we'll make it so that we have a file so you can run your own advertisements. But I'm gonna open up our advertisement division again to run them for people. But it's the only reason we stopped is because it's kind of sketchy with like Facebook ads and Google ads and Snapchat ads, TikTok ads. Like, they all have their own platforms, and it just makes it challenging to have that liability of us running your ad specifically. Like, there's so many rules that you can accidentally break on each of these apps, and they can shut down your ad account. And so I just feel like it's better to create to work on the creative of the project, like build out the visuals, and then you decide how you want. We can give you advice, but we can guide you through running your ad and paying for it from your own ad account. That way we don't risk our ad account, because if you risk it for one client, then all the clients' ads can get shut down technically, because each platform has their own different rules. So it's just very sketchy. You can think you're doing the right thing completely, but then there could be one little rule you break with Facebook and they shut the whole thing down. It could be the smallest rule you didn't even know existed. It could have just started today, the new rule. It's so silly. It's such a very like fickle kind of situation. So until we have some more assurance with these bigger apps, I don't want to offer something that can get shut down. Soda Pop says, that you, Kyrie? Shout out to Kyrie. Somebody made a tweet today that says, we just saw two men get publicly LYNCHED. Wait, is that right? Publicly, basically, like, unalived. I want to say the word, but I'm afraid to use that word on TikTok. But publicly made an example of, I'll say that, like they did in the slave days. And that tweet was correct. Like, we literally watched this happen, And we all said, yeah, why are those black men speaking up for themselves? Why are they questioning anything? Like, shut them down. Let them get their suspension. Let them get reprimanded by their masters. Literally, their master, their owners. Their owners. You know, the owner of the label, the owner of the basketball team, the owner of, like, Kanye's right to not be in a mental institution. You know, when I saw the text messages from Kanye's personal trainer, it reminded me of my best some of my best friends. One who passed away, she took her life, but she was part of a very very popular group called GRL, and they had a manager, a day-to-day manager that was kind of like a trainer in a way, and they were very manipulative, that person, and to try to control everything that the group did, and to take away their personal freedoms as artists, um, to confine them into what they wanted them to be, what Dr. Luke wanted them to be, what Robin Anthem wanted them to be, what the powers that be, the label, Sony, wanted them to be. And it just really disturbed me to watch this trainer that's supposed to be like, oh, I'm just a personal trainer, I'm just keeping you healthy, disrespect Kanye and threaten to put him away, to have him institutionalized and have him so medicated that he can't even enjoy play dates with his kids anymore. That's what he said in the text message. And I just, I felt triggered. I felt flashbacks because I was there. Like, my friend had the same exact management as Britney Spears. The same exact manager. And you know who you are. You know exactly who you are. And I know you watch my videos on Instagram. They know who they are. Anyway. Ugh. Anyway, let me stop. These people will control you because they know how powerful music is. They know how powerful the influence of celebrities is. They use them as pawns. And they're making an example of Kanye. They lift you up just to tear you down the same way that they do on the South Park episode with Britney Spears in it, where they call her the sacrifice for the harvest, for the harvest, for the harvest. Like, it's very much like that. It's very much like cultish and Illuminati-esque. But it's dark, guys. It's a real thing. Like, that's the part. Like, people act like you're conspiracy theorists when you talk about it, but it's a real thing. This is really happening. And I witnessed it, and I lost one of my best friends on earth to this corruption. I would do anything to have her back. Um, I can't believe she's gone to this day, and it's been since 2014 she took her life. But I hate to say she took her life because I feel like she was guided to do what she did. I feel like this wasn't. I feel if you know her, you would get it. If you knew her. Anyways, I don't want to talk about this anymore. This is too depressing. I'm gonna start crying. Miss Lisa says her mother, father, and grandmother died. Ooh, within months of each other. So you're saying that's for Make the Stallion. So, like, I don't hate Make the Stallion. My heart goes out to her. I feel like she's being used as a pawn. And possibly even the fact that we're questioning if she got shot may be part of them using her. It may be part of the manipulation, having her be questioned for a trauma that she actually went through, if it's true. But I don't think it's true. I don't. The way Tory Lanez speaks about the situation, it just doesn't add up. And of course, he would want to be innocent, but it's more like there's so many parts to the story, and like that best friend of hers making that song and just what she said in her interviews, it's sketchy. But anyway, I'm not gonna for a second pretend as if what Drake's writer said or producer said about the lyric is true. I don't think that. Even if they were pretending, like, even if it was a play on words, saying she lied about getting shots, but she's still a stallion, that's still a play on words talking about Meg Thee Stallion. Like even if they were saying like butt shots, comparing butt shots to actually getting shot with a weapon, that's still towing the line of disrespectful AF. Like there's no way they wrote that line without considering the situation with Meg Thee Stallion, who people have been questioning whether she actually got shot or not. So there's just no way. Like, are we supposed to pretend that Drake is not smart? No, he's very smart. He knew exactly what he was saying. So it's funny that just before I came on here is when I saw the producer try to defend Drake, and he said, "Oh well, Drake is never gonna come out and clear this up, so I'm gonna clear it up for him." I'm like, Drake needs to come out here. He needs to come out here and take an L for that. But it was hilarious, and I think the line should stay in there. He said what he said. He said what he said, and Tory Lanez is innocent in my opinion. Reflex Man says, "What do you wash your face with?" It's like a sea kelp type of. Oh my god! You hear the train? Oh, that scares me because that's what a tornado sounds like too. Anyway, I use like very healthy, no Probian soap, any kind of like healthy soap I can find. But I use the soap at the gym I go to. It's like a super luxury gym, and so they use like sea kelp and like healthy soaps. I use that, and I use a shampoo too. I figure it helps to offset the cost of my gym, which is very expensive. My gym's like $130 a month, which I mean it's cheaper than my other gym in LA, but it's pricey. But I'm happy. I'll happily pay it. Happily. The desk. I don't know what this is. It says, "Hello, King. How are you tonight? What drink is this?" This is the pineapple bliss or pineapple sunrise. The desk says, "It's a shame when people close to you are gaslighting." Yeah, it's very sketchy. It's very sketchy when that happens. And what Kanye's trainer said to him is proof that is just a manager for the powers that be. There's ranks and levels to this game. The celebrities that we know are just like little puppets. They're actors. They have no power. If you know who they are, they have no power. They are just for the show. The people who have real power, you don't know their names. You don't even know what they look like. That's just how it is. I happen to know what some of them look like because I've worked with a lot of them. But even me, there's still levels to this. I only know what I know. But there's the people who are powerful. You have no idea. You have no idea what they look like, what their name is. They're not driving fancy, super crazy cars that are flashy. They're not doing that. It's just true. Like, take it from somebody who's been in their homes, who slept with them. Not just slept with them, I've worked with them, but I have slept with some too. But anyway, it's not like it's this different world. There's levels to this. There's levels. 254 Maid says hi. Hello. And 2 Supreme says yo. Hi. Excuse me says Black Shakespeare. How do we know if Shakespeare wasn't black already? Nobody knows if Shakespeare was even like what he looked like at all. There was a self-portrait, but we don't know if that's a real one. There's a lot of mystery behind Shakespeare. Miss Marnay says hi all. Hello. How you doing? How you doing? Did you guys see Wendy Williams back in her purple chair? She was back in her purple chair, fresh out of rehab. To be honest, she did not look too great. She didn't look too great, but she looked better than she did before. So I'm happy for that. Darkness, thank you Darkness for the roses. 10 roses, thank you so much. But yeah, she didn't look her best, but she looked better than before rehab. and that made me happy. I love Wendy Williams. I want to see her completely heal. I would love to have her show back. Um, but she was in her purple chair with her team. They were all smiling. She looked a little refreshed. Her face was a bit skinny, which made me think of certain substances that could make your face that skinny. Um, but I don't know. I don't know. I just and she didn't talk. It was just a picture. So we'll see. I'm gonna keep an eye on it. Thank you, Pure Heart, for the roses. Um, the the December issue says it's way too early for Wendy to come back. I do agree. I think Wendy needs to take a lot of R&R, rest and relaxation. I know she loves her community, and we love her, but she's struggling with a very traumatic situation right now. Her husband betrayed her. Her her studio that she trusted betrayed her. Thank you, darkness, for the fire. Her studio betrayed her. She feels like her son betrayed her, but he didn't. They were just lying to her. Her management team was trying to separate her from her son, who really had her best interest in heart and loves his mother. But they were trying to make it seem as if he stole money from her, which isn't true. But it's just like they were doing anything to keep her away from people who cared about her so that they can take her money from her, take her power, take anything they can, like vultures and leeches and parasites. That's what they're like. So, oh my god, you said Slug Slime says Sherry who? Exactly. I can't stand Sherry Shepherd. She blocked me on Twitter because I called her out for being shady and fake. Um, and yeah, she went to church with me. Like when I was growing up, I went to church with her, so she knows who I am. Um, I think she's been to our house before too. She's literally been to my house. Ugh, Sherry, so fake. I was okay with her taking the show until she shaded Wendy Williams. That's when I was like, girl, are you serious? Wendy Williams gives you this opportunity, even not by choice, but you're gonna shade her? After all she's been through? No. Slug Slime says Shady Sherry. Yeah, she blocked me after I made a poll on Twitter that said, how soon do you believe the Sherry Shepherd show will be canceled? And it was like 3 options. One was like after the first episode. One was like after the first season. And I think the third one was saying that they're just going to keep on forcing it upon us. And I guess that's the one that really happened. They just kept on forcing it on us. They're just pushing money and faking the ratings. I can't with her. I can't. The December issue says Sherry is a leech. A leech. Yeah, but nobody wants to see Sherry Shepherd. Nobody cares about her life. I don't understand why they would greenlight that kind of show, but I refuse to watch it. I'm kind of curious though, but I refuse to watch it because that's like time of my life that I would have to like give up to watch a mediocre show from a snake, a thief, a leech, a parasite. I will not support Sherry Shepherd. Thanks for blocking me, Sherry. It's even more proof that I was right. The December issue says they should stick with celebrity host format and call it a day. Yeah, that would have worked if they just had different celebrities keep coming through. That would have been much better than this mess. Laura Elaine says, never heard of her. I've heard of Wendy, though. Well, I'd love that you never heard of her. I don't even want to talk about her anymore. This is crazy. She's literally been to my house, though. That's bizarre. I forgot she was at my house. Like, we used to have dinner parties and stuff. So, it's, like, so weird. But she was fake back then, too. Slug Slime says Sherry needs to eat papaya seeds. If Sherry Shepherd ate papaya seeds, which are very good at destroying parasites, then she would cease to exist. So I don't know if she should eat those. Um, MZ Marnie says I refuse to watch. Also, mm-mm. That's right. Wendy Williams did not deserve what happened to her. Moon Sugar Sparkle. Your name is Moon Sugar Sparkle Bud. Hold on. Yes, that's a great username. That is a very good username. Moon Sugar Sparkle Bud. I stand for that and I support. What did you even say? I didn't even read what you said. I was so focused on your name. Okay, I have to go back. Hold on. She says, "May I ask what you're drinking? It looks like pineapple juice." Ooh, look at you coming into my room asking me what the drink is, and you already know just from looking at it. That's pretty good. It is pineapple juice. That's true. It is pineapple sunrise, so there's pineapple mixed with some other, I think some oranges and some other things in here, but the main base is pineapple juice. So I'm very shocked and surprised you knew what it was. Good job. It's definitely pineapple juice. Um, wow. Okay. Insight Full Forward said, I heard she had quite a few A words. A board. She aborted quite a few things. I can't say the word on here. We're on TikTok. I'm just saying, I heard she did a lot of other things too. Like, after she couldn't have a baby, she went to, she went to get a surrogate and with her ex-husband, and then she found out some things about her ex-husband in the middle of the surrogacy process, while the surrogate mother already had the baby, and like in midterm or something, she wanted the baby to be terminated, which is disturbing. But they refused. The mother refused to do it. So, um, Sherry Shepherd abandoned the baby because her marriage was over, and it wasn't her egg. So she felt like, that's not my baby. Whatever, I'm over it. So she just walked away from it, and the surrogate mother ended up having to sue Sherry Shepherd for damages. So it's just like, that's the kind of sketchy person that gets their own show. That kind of sketchy person can talk mess about Wendy Williams and think that she's more entertaining than Wendy. No, babe. No, baby. No, your skeletons are very much in your closet. Thank you, Laura Elaine, for the tiny diny. I love that. Armstrong says skin is flawless. OMG. Ooh. I went to the sauna in the steam room today. Had a great time in there. Laura Elaine says LOL. Slug Slime says clap for my name. Dang. Slug Slime, I'll clap for your name too, because I do love your name. You know I love Slug Slime. Slug Slime is excellent because, it's like, it's very specific. It's very sluggy slime. Moon Sugar Sparkle Bud says thank you. You're welcome, Moon Sugar Sparkle Bud. Slug Slime says yes, eat the papaya seeds, Sherry. Come on, Cherry, eat those papaya seeds, girl. Come on. Eat those papaya seeds, Cherry. You parasite, Cherry. The December issue says, I love the flower mural on the wall. Is it painted or wallpaper? It is hand painted by an artist that was commissioned to paint it. It's so beautiful. I love waking up to it every morning. It's one of my favorite things to just see in the morning. I never get tired of it. It's just, I see it and it makes me happy. Insight, it was expensive though. Insight Full Forward says, wow. Silky Petal says, y'all talking about Sherry Shepherd? Who? Who's that? Who's Sherry Shepherd? Never heard of her. Insight Full says, yes, sir. Laura Elaine says, brutal. Yeah, it's really brutal. Like, I just, I don't know why she has to be that way. Like, that poor woman didn't want to abort that baby. She was trying to, she was the surrogate. She agreed to carry the child, and that was her choice. She was pro life. That's her choice with her body. And to try to force her to do that, and then to try to abandon the child that you asked for, that you like she was the one that set the process up to have this child with her ex-husband. She was going to be loving that child as if it was her own until the divorce happened or the separation. Then she all of a sudden flipped. But what does that baby have to do with any of that? You know, you decide to have this baby. Like, why all of a sudden you want to betray the baby who you chose to bring in the world, even if it's not your egg? You know, I don't. It's a tricky situation, but still sketchy, very sketchy. T Dog Talk says you're awfully cute. Oh, thank you. I wish I was cute enough to not be single. Oh my god, there's so many hotties at the gym. So many hotties at the gym. Like, oh my gosh. Um, mm-mm-mm. Laura Elaine says, gosh, you're so genuine. I just keep it real. Thank you, Laura. The December issue says, your skin is everything. Pores weird. I'm shook. What's the secret other than jeans? Honestly, it's not just jeans, because I used to have bad acne growing up. Like, really bad. Embarrassingly bad. I started off with Proactive. That helped a little bit surface wise, but I kept getting more acne still. It wasn't until I went plant based um, and drank more water, cut out the sugar. Stress is a huge one. If I stress out, I'm gonna break out. I'll break out everywhere. That's part of why I'm so like people think I'm like very numb or like I'm very like non-emotional. I don't move my face that much because I'm trying my best to not stress myself out. I try to like really stay calm because stress will make me break out, and it'll make you. It's stress is an extreme destroyer of the DNA in our cells. Like stress is the devil. Stress is terrible, you guys. Like, and so that's why I try my best to stay calm, stay centered as much as I can, be in the present moment, realize that nothing's worth getting pimples. I mean, pimples are the end of the world, but still, you know, if I can prevent it, then I'm gonna prevent the best I can. But yeah, that's my main thing. But lots of water. Cut that sugar out though. That sugar will stress you out. Laura Elaine says, "Yep, I'm pro-choice, but this was an agreement." Yeah, I totally feel that. I used to be pro-choice too, and I'm not against people who are pro-choice. I understand where they're coming from, but I'm pro-life, um, but yeah, I do understand where people come from when it comes to pro-choice. Like I understand what was told to people, um, but I don't know. I'm glad that you see it too. Like it was an agreement, and it's just but the surrogate mother was pro-life, and she made that clear before. So Queen Penny says, "Don't watch her show." Yeah, I will not watch her show. Laura Elaine says, "I'm too old for you, but maybe in another life." Deal. Oh, another life. I love that. I love that, Laura. Also, I'm for I shoot for the other team, so it's okay. The December issue says, "What that cortisol chemical from stress is awful." Ooh, yes, it is. It puts your body into shock. Um, I promise you guys, whenever I was stressed, like especially when I was still married, I was going through my divorce. There'll be times I would be so frustrated and heartbroken by the reality that I was going through, and when I would let it take me to that space, I would get breakouts immediately, like the same day. I'll start breaking out. That's how I knew how important stress was, how vital stress is to your overall health. Um, and so I had to really mitigate that stress. I couldn't let somebody who broke my heart break my skin too. You can't have my skin and my heart. So I had to just like release it. Like I'm good. Like I finally don't really have any feelings towards my exes, any of them. I'm just like living my life. But I do recognize what happened. But I take it all as a lesson. I have no bad feelings at all about anything. I just don't care anymore. I'm just like, I'm very thankful to be alive. Thankful for my family. Thankful for all the gifts I have of anything. Just to be able to see and feel and walk and talk. I'm just thankful. Like, there's so many things that we don't have to have. So, thankful for this drink. Silky Petals says sugar is horrible. Sugar is the biggest drug in my opinion, bigger than any of the others. Schedule A substances, like sugar is the most toxic. Refined sugar. Now there is natural sugars in berries and fruit. That's different. That's totally different. That's okay. In my opinion, that kind of sugar processes well. It's fine. Like date sugar is fine. Maple syrup, if you get it a good maple syrup, you'll be okay. Agave, not bad either. But refined sugar is just right up there with the opposite of Pepsi. I'll say. What's the opposite of Pepsi? Is it Coca-Cola? Is it Coca-Cola? Well, take the cola part off of it, and sugar's right up there with that cola. But the first part of cola. Anyway, you know what I mean. I can't say it because we're on TikTok. Big J says, "Hi God, your drink looks good. Thank you." Empress Mika says, "Have you ever crushed on a girl though?" I literally would marry Beyonce right now if she broke up with Jay-Z or something happened. I would not be gay anymore. I would, and I'm not joking. I know people think I'm like being sarcastic or whatever. Not at all. I would immediately ungayify myself and marry Beyonce. And so, yes, I have a crush on her. She is beyond. So yeah, that's who. And I've been blessed to be in her presence, and I still believe the same thing. I still believe. I've been blessed to work with her. She's a gracious, amazing human. If she's even human. I don't even know if she's human. But she doesn't seem human. She's beyond. I'll be a great stepfather to Blue, to Sir and Rumi. I'll be a great stepdaddy. No disrespect to Jay-Z, because I think Jay-Z is doing a great job. Now he's grown a lot. He's grown a lot, and I respect him being a father in his home, and I think they're a great partnership. But I'm just saying, things happen, and if they were to divorce for any reason, that happens. I am happy to figure out what I gotta figure out to make sure Beyonce's happy, and I would never cheat on her for anything. I don't understand. I would never cheat on her. I can't imagine. I can't believe she even got cheated on. I would be so faithful. I would be the most faithful husband to Beyonce. And not on some fangirl stuff. Not like, oh, I'm such a fan. Like, no. Like, I would be committed. Like, I see she's a person. Like, she's a person. I get it. I wouldn't treat her like, anything but a human who I have great respect for. I wouldn't fangirl for her, like, oh my God, I'm married to Beyonce. Like, no, I would just, Beyonce deserves somebody who she can trust and who loves her genuinely. So that's my answer. Oh God, I'm burping from this drink. Terrell Green says, wait, hold on. I missed a question. Defonte says, make your body a great day? Make today a great day. Yeah, today's a great day. Terrell Green says, so what made you come out of the closet? Well, I was engaged to a man, and then I came out the closet to my mom. That didn't go that well. I think I only told her. I was engaged to my first boyfriend ever. I thought that's how it went. I thought it was like fairy tale land or whatever. He was Russian. He was a Russian supermodel. He was already married apparently. I didn't even know that. When he proposed to me, but he was already married to a woman for his green papers. I did not even understand how that went at that time. I was still so young. I was only 22 or something. Wait, I was like 23, so not that young, but young enough. It was my first relationship ever was him, and so I figured I should tell my mom before I got married. So I told her, and then the relationship dissolved a few months after that. He was very controlling. He lied a lot, and we broke up. And it's crazy because even after we broke up, he still kept calling me. In fact, even to this day, if I didn't block his number, he would still be calling me right now. Because he was calling me a few months ago before I blocked his number. And it's been years. So it's so weird how that works. Like, they treat you wrong when you're together, then they like try to come get you. They try to like fix things afterwards. But anyway, so I figured that's why I came out to my mom. And then after that, when I got married to like 3 boyfriends later, like, yeah. So my husband was my 4th relationship, and my ex-husband. And so then I came out the closet to everyone when I posted the photos of my wedding that we did it like at the courthouse. It was a nice wedding. It was like really a nice courthouse. So people thought that we had like a big event because it would really look nice. It was crazy how they had like flowers, and it was like really a pretty kind of situation. So people were really mad at us because they were like, you didn't invite us to the wedding, you didn't invite us. I'm thankful I didn't have a big wedding. It would have been so embarrassing to have a big old wedding just to be in an abusive relationship that I didn't even know was going to be abusive. But to have witnesses to that kind of union, so thankful. So thankful we went to the courthouse. But it actually was a really beautiful day. Like, even though it was a courthouse, like, we had some good times. But I just hate that he, was unloyal. He cheated on me like crazy. He tried to kill me multiple times. It was crazy. It was a mess. Like, just a disaster of a relationship. And I was down to ride. Like, I really was committed to that situation. But that's what love will make you do. Very foolish things. But yeah, that's what made me come out the closet. Because I was in love. I'm like, I don't care what anybody thinks. I'll post our photos. Like, I'm proud of my ex at the time. I didn't care. I was very open about it. But yeah. Cat Doc says, I agree. Stevia. Okay. Oh, stevia. Stevia is a healthy sugar, I think. Cat Dog is laughing. Dufonte says, is honey okay? The only honey that's okay is Honduran honey from Honduras. It comes from a very tiny bee, and that bee creates honey that's not acidic. So that's the honey that's like giving balance you out. It's not that sweet though. Because the other honey is too acidic. It has a lot of acidity to it, and it can cause harm to some people. So be careful with regular honey. It's not always what you think, because the bees that we have in America are genetically modified, believe it or not. I couldn't believe it. But when you look at the bees, you can see that they're modified. You can see that these are not how bugs naturally form. Even pineapple is really not the best thing for you, but it's really tasty right now. Keepy Jesus. Kelpie Jesus says Sassy King. Okay, I don't know what that means. The December issue says, "I'm so sorry that happened to you. Have you healed, or do you still have triggers?" I had triggers when it came to that movie with Jeffrey Dahmer. I was in that. I was in the show. I had like a little part in there. But I didn't watch the show because it was triggering to even think about those situations. Because when you're trying to survive and protect your life against somebody who's trying to end you, it's you can't like you're not the same after that. Like when you're literally trying to just survive being beat by your loved one who you shared a bed with and who you married and made vows with, and they're beating your head against the floor until you're bleeding and trying to end you. It makes it hard to watch that on a TV show or a movie or anything. It just makes you feel like, oh wow, like I don't want to see that. Um, but I do feel like I've healed. I do feel like I'm overall healed from it. I feel like I'm healed because I feel free. I don't think about that person anymore. If anything, the main thing I really want to be rid of is my desire for revenge. I feel like the desire for revenge has been just as toxic as the relationship because you want to get that person back for doing you dirty and doing you wrong. But you've already gotten them back by being gone from their life. Your absence is revenge. But for some reason, I want that real revenge at times. I'm getting over it. I don't care anymore. But like at first, I was just like, I will make you pay for what you did to me. But me being gone is the ultimate payment. So I'm sure he's crying somewhere, knowing what he lost. The crazy part is that he knew that he was going to be depressed about losing me before he even lost me. He would make comments about it. And so it's like very interesting how that works. Like his own fears came to fruition. Bizarre. Oh well, sucks for him, but good for me though. The December Silky Petals says, "I'll watch you eat pancakes in the morning. Enjoy your night." Thank you, Silky Petals. No pancakes in the morning. I ate them all this morning, and unfortunately, that live is gone forever because TikTok had a malfunctioning today, and they deleted that whole live. So I can't even show you my pancake breakfast. Makes me sad. I was on here for over an hour, and I had over 5,000 people were on here, and it's all gone. So, and I had no backup this time. I had no backup. Like I was trying to screen record it, but it won't let me anymore. My phone's like not letting me screen record. I don't understand why. But Terrell the Green says, yeah, what should I drink if I want to cleanse? Lots of spring water and key lime squeezed, sea moss. Sea moss is great. Sarsaparilla is amazing. A lot of good things out there. Phil Ma says, skin oily AF. You can't afford the oil that's on my skin right now, but you're calling me oily AF. But you're dry and dusty. But I'm oily AF. Make it make sense. You can't. You can't make it make sense at all. Phil. Big J says, your mentality is great, God. Thank you. It took a long time to even get to a space where I'm not sensitive to things. Like, I'm still sensitive to the universe. Like, I'm still sensitive to, like, energies and everything like that, but I don't let it disturb my peace. My peace is everything. Also, because I almost died multiple times because of him. I have such a value for life, such a gratitude for life, that it's unshakable. Nothing can happen that's going to make me feel like, oh, well, life's not worth it anymore. Like, no. Life is beautiful. Life is beautifully brief already as in itself. So there's no reason to try to make it shorter with any activities like that, you know. Or so I'm just very thankful. Dufontaine says, "When is the vacation coming?" I feel like I go on vacation every day. Like my life is, I'm doing exactly what I love to do. I live in a resort area. I live in a luxury neighborhood. I'm happy. I get my breaks. I go to the sauna and the spa every day. I live in a mansion. Um, I don't need a vacation really. I'm really happy. I thought about going to LA for a second, but that's not a vacation. That seems like work and stress. Um, Cordy B says, "Hey, what you drinking?" I'm drinking some pineapple juice from my sister's company. It's very tasty. The December issue says, "What city are you in?" I'm in Houston, Texas. H-Town going down. The land of Beyonce. But I'm not here because of Beyonce. I'm here because it's beautiful in Houston. I love it here. Beyonce's in Los Angeles anyway. She's in Beverly Hills. No, she's in Bel Air, sorry. Um, yeah. Yeah, so I'm just, I feel, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like a lot of the drama that's going on, where we're talking, just to close off on what we're talking about earlier, it's all a distraction. Even all these celebrities and stuff we care about or know about, it's just all distracting from what military movements are really happening. You know, what things are really going on in our world. That doesn't mean that they're not important to have a idea of what's going on, because when you start to learn what these celebrities are doing, you can predict what messages are being transmitted by the powers that be. They are moving these celebrities around like puppets, and they don't even know that they're puppets. And the reason that these celebrities don't know that they're puppets is because to have a good actor as these celebrities, to have somebody who's so mentally unstable that they want to be famous, including myself. Um, do I want to be famous? Do I want to be famous? I don't think it's the same. I think my desire is for utility, the utility of fame and the marketability of it. But a lot of these celebrities, their main goal is to be famous. Like that's all they want, and the powers that be take advantage of that desire that a celebrity has or a public figure has to be well known and to do this and do that. Like they take advantage of that to play a narrative as if these celebrities are literally um, as if these celebrities are literally like actors, but they can't because they're not that great of actors. They have to really believe that it's true. So they're being manipulated by their own team to convince the audience of lies. So Big J says Texas love. Yes, Texas. Yeehaw, Texas. Um, the December issue says, "What do you think is really going on? What are we being distracted from? I have some ideas." Well, it's a control situation. This is a trackability situation. This is a one world government conversion. This is a turning all physical fiat and monies into digital monies that's trackable and controllable with the press of a button, or not even a button, with the press of a slide of your hand on your phone. Like it's all about control, um, and that's about it. Like control and power and money, but the money's not that important. Money is honestly I don't think it's about money. Money is such a futile thing when you can print money, and the people I'm talking about print the money out. So they don't really care about money like that because they can just always make more. power is their main motivation, and conquering as much land as possible, um, disabling any threats, through the union, through unionizing countries. But really, it's like a big gang, you know, a big international gang. I'm exhausted. Keeping your promises says, we were booing you yesterday, lol. Why were you booing me? That's right, you guys were booing me when I was singing. So rude and disrespectful. But it's okay, because I didn't care. The December issue says, but money is an incentive to get people to do things. Yes, money is people's true God. Money is their true God. If you really talk to a person deep enough, in America especially, they'll pretend as if God is everything that matters to them, but you start messing with their money. I walked in to the sauna 2 days ago. Or was it yesterday? I think it was 2 days ago. It was the steam room, and I heard this singing happening. And this guy was like loud. He was just singing. It sounded terrible, to be honest. But it was just singing and super joyful in his head. I think he had earphones in too. And I walked in. It was just me and him. And he kept singing a little bit longer. He was like, oh, Jesus, I love you, Jesus, Jesus. But loud, like really loud and echoing. And I was like, nothing. I just sat down. I was like, I was waiting to hear more of it. Because I was like, the audacity of you to be singing singing that loudly while somebody's coming into this sauna or steam room. But I was interested in hearing what he was even singing about. Like, what in the world? So then he's like, I'm sorry, man. I'm just singing to my Lord and Savior. To my Lord and Savior, to our Lord and Savior. As if, like, assuming that I'm part of his religion. And then he went over to give me, like, a handshake or, like, a hand dab or something in the sauna or the steam room where everybody's sweaty. And I'm like, I'm not touching you. I don't know you. I literally looked at him and said, peace. I'm like, live your life. Go ahead. But he had that kind of cultish vibe to him. He had that kind of, like, that wildness in his eyes that he just had to live within this delusion. And even a person like that, he was at this luxury gym where I paid a lot of money to go to, and I guarantee you that if you mess with his money, he would defend his money more than he would defend his God, even though he's willing to sing loud and be obnoxious and think that we all should just accept that he's singing super loud about some terrible gospel song that who knows who wrote it. This is a really bad song. Even though he was in that space to be bold enough to do that, I don't think that he was going to defend his God as much as he would defend his paycheck. I think his money mattered more. Otherwise, he would be singing that at a ghetto gym somewhere. Like, why is he spending all this money if money doesn't matter like that? Like, why is he at this luxury place? Like, can't you go and sing the praise and worship at some smaller gym or something, some cheaper gym, so that more people who don't have access to Jesus can get more of that good old word? But no, he was at a gym that is so fancy that sometimes there's only one person in the steam room. And so, I don't know, I just saw that, and I could see right through the incentives, the driving push for why people do what they do. And so, yeah, people are very motivated by money, but religion will distort you too, but not as much as money will. The December issue says, they turn a new leaf if you mess with their coin. That's right. They'll flip on you real quick. The second he can't afford his gym membership, he won't be so happy and cheery. He had that Oh, I'm just singing to my Lord and Savior. I'm just singing. All right, have a great day. Have a blessed day. Have a all that kind of fake, like super intense energy. It was just like, oh my God, get the F away from me. Like, this is not what I want. When I'm in this sauna, like, you're not even hot. He wasn't even hot, you guys. If he was hot, I would have been like, sign me up for Jesus. Sign me up for Jesus. Let me kneel at your feet. But he wasn't hot. Anyway, the December issue laughing. Infinity Management says, hey, my favorite guy, how are you? Oh, thank you, Infinity. I'm doing really well. I'm about to go to sleep. I just finished my juice, or almost finished. I'm going to go to sleep after I take a little leak. So I don't have to wake up in the middle of the night. But yeah, I enjoyed chatting with you guys. Hopefully this live saves. It is raining outside, so, well, it's like the rain stopped. But anyway, it's Kimmy Ray says, hi, Rock. You're on late. Nice to see you. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for being here. It is pretty late. It's 1:25 in the morning. My best friend called me twice today, and I missed her both times. I'm so sad. My phone didn't ring. The second time it didn't ring, and the first time I was like watching my nephew, but I still didn't see the phone. But like, I hate when I miss my best friend. I hate that. Like, she calls me often, but like, I hate when I don't get to talk to her. When I feel like we have so much to talk about. So I really like makes me sad. But she's sleeping now. She's definitely asleep. It's so late. We'll talk tomorrow for sure. Dufontaine says, is money everything to do, and do you have a lot? Is money everything to you, and do you have a lot? No, money's nothing to me. I'm thankful for it. It's a tool, but it doesn't equate me as a person. And yes, I do have a lot, but I can always have more. But I refuse to make it my God, because I've already seen what happens. Like, I've been around real billionaires and billionaire families, and money makes them miserable. It makes them disoriented. It makes them like almost unhuman. Like, they get obsessed and possessed by wealth. It's very sad to see. You would never think you'd be sad for rich people, but when you watch how loveless a lot of their lives are, or how distorted their view of reality, and they don't have any loyalty in their life and no real family. It's like they're obsessed with money. That's how they keep their billions. I'm going to get off of here in a second. I'm going to read these last few comments, and then I'm going to go to sleep. Infinity Manage says, well, have a restful night. Chat with you on your next live. Thank you. John S. says, greetings, talk, rock, pleasant dreams, rest well. Thank you. Much blessings. Thank you, John S. The December issue says, I'm so happy I stumbled on this live. Finally, TikTok got the algorithm right for me. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh my God, that's really kind. That's probably the nicest thing I've heard in a long time. John S. says, greetings, Rock. Sorry about that typo on your name. No worries, James. Thank you for being here. Coffee Jen says, how you just quieted my spirit with your energy. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry. Thank you. That's really sweet. It's Kimmy Ray says, good night. Good night, Kimmy Ray. Coffee Jen says, blessings on blessings. Blessings to you too. Blessings to all of you guys. Blessings. I'm gonna sing to my Jesus. Blessings. All right. Peace and love to you all. I gotta go to the bathroom right away, because that was a lot of pineapple. I need to go to the bathroom. Okay. Bye. Rock on, Mercuryans. Oh my God, 3.7 thousand likes. Amazing. Thank you guys so much. See you tomorrow. Bye.